why your rent-to-rent business isn't working. Yeah, just stop, quit now. Don't even start because it's not going to work. Simon here, I've done countless rent-to-rent deals and I set up this channel just to give back because I want as many people to smash it in rent to HMO and SA as possible. No sales, no hippie stuff, just value. If that's good, you're in the right place. Subscribe and join me for weekly content. So, a lot of people want to do rent-to-rent, but I hate to break it to you. One of the biggest reasons your rent-to-rent journey is not going to go anywhere is because you're not approaching it right. You can't just go on the Samuel Leeds crash course and expect to walk into some multi-million-pound rent-to-rent business. It's not going to happen. You need to build a legitimate business and get serious and attack it correctly. Because if you don't build the right foundations, you've not got a chance. And when I started rent-to-rent, at first I was a little bit like, yeah, you're all right, mate. How you doing, mate? I guarantee your rent. Just didn't wash. Because what happens is you've got to actually build a legitimate business and you've got to have a great product, great service. Then people have got to trust you and think that you're credible. And then they've also got to trust that it's not a scam and the business has legitimacy. And if you've just rolled off a course or whatever and then start, viewing properties, no website, no official limited company, no landline number, no decent email address, no compliance, you are never going to make it. I tell you that. I mean, look, let's face it. You wouldn't go on, a pilot training course and then think you can fly a plane the next day. So why do you think you can do that with your rent-to-rent business? Rent-to-rent is actually a genuine business model. It solves a genuine problem. And the problem is you've got landlords, accidental landlords, tired landlords, landlords that maybe aren't physically able anymore, that are sat on empty properties that are potentially not in the right condition, that need help. Okay? And our job as rent-to-renters is to find those people. I think like when I see some people like, here are the hacks on how to source rent-to-rent deals and they give you like these 9 ways. It's like, that's all well and good, but the fact of the matter is you need to find the right landlords. You need to find the right people that need your service. And when you do, they will love you. They will love it. I've got landlords that literally, they're emotional because of the service that we provided and given them so much peace of mind. I've got a landlord in Australia and every time I speak to them, they're so grateful because their property was trashed by the last tenants and not really put right by the agent. And we've come on board. They've never met me in person, and we've dealt with that. So you've got to try and really understand what you're doing and then find the right people. And then the other great thing about rent-to-rent is once you've got these properties and you add value and then you put them back on the market for tenants and clients, you're then providing high quality accommodation, which is solving their problem. That's why I don't get it when people want to give rent-to-rent a bit of a hard rap. I'm like, this is a win-win. This is good for everyone. Agents is good for them because you're taking multiple deals and you're making their life so easy. They ain't going to have to re-let the property in 5 years. They ain't going to have to remarket it. They ain't really going to have to inspect it because you're going to do all that for them. You're going to make their life so easy. So one thing that I'm big on, I'm massive on this, and I always say this, is what's your story? Because you need a legitimate story as to how you've come up with this new idea. Because rent-to-rent is still a very new idea. And in a lot of your areas, a lot of the landlords would never have heard of it before. I get that all the time. This is brand new. I've never heard of this. This is amazing. And therefore, you've got to build a story, and the story can't be, I just went on a course and saw Simon do it, and therefore I'm going to do rent-to-rent. Your story's got to be, I've done a number of buy-to-lets. Maybe I've worked with some agents. I didn't like it because of XXX. So I've decided to come up with this, and now we can offer that, and that. And having a story just makes something so much more legitimate and credible. And that's what I've done. Like right from the beginning, I was like, okay, cool. This is what I'm doing. This is the service. This is my target market. Okay. Let me build a level of credibility and build a story that is true, by the way, not lying. It's always true. I don't lie. keep it truthful, but it's a legitimate story as to why you are here and why you've come up with that. And that is absolutely paramount. So if you want to get into rent to rent, it's amazing. Like, it's completely changed my life. And I see it changing loads of people's lives every single day. You've got to make sure that, yeah, you get educated, but then when you've got the information, please take some time to do a business plan and build a legitimate business with a clear message and some company ethics and morals and mission statements, and crack on. Take it seriously from day one, and I promise you, you can smash it. I've got tons of videos all about rent to rent on this channel, so if you want to know more, hit the subscribe button, check out all the videos. You can learn tons of stuff, and if you've got any questions, comment below, and I'd love to hear from you. I'll see you in the next video.